God is crying loudly because you always skip this. This is not a joke. A letter with shocking news about your 55 million inheritance is arriving. Why do you keep turning away every time I reach for your heart? Why do you scroll past when my voice trembles and breaks, crying out your name in the silence of your lonely nights? Listen, please do not ignore this again. This isn't just a message. This is my heart torn open. There is a breakthrough on its way to you, a divine inheritance with your name on it, and you keep walking past it as if it means nothing. You are steps away from a life-altering blessing, and I, your God, am crying because you keep skipping it. Comment, Amen, if your heart hears me. A heavenly letter, a divine decree, has already been written in the courts of heaven, announcing your inheritance. Not in the form of paper or gold alone, but in breakthrough, in healing, in restoration, in redemption, in promises finally fulfilled. You have been written into something far greater than you can imagine, but you keep skipping it, doubting it, brushing it off like it's just another passing word. I am pleading with you, do not skip this again. Stay, hear me, because the next moment you turn away might cost you everything you've been praying for. You feel like you've been forgotten, overlooked, left behind. But I, the Lord your God, say to you right now, you were never out of my sight. Before you even asked, I had already prepared the inheritance. Before the betrayal, I had already secured the restoration. Before the sickness, I had already spoken healing. This 55 million isn't about money. It's about the weight of glory, the divine legacy, the spiritual wealth I have laid up for you. And yes, there are real-world blessings tied to it too. Connections, opportunities, and miracles you didn't expect. But you keep skipping over it as if you're not worthy. You are worthy because I made you worthy. Like this video, if your heart feels me crying out, the inheritance is already being delivered. And no, this isn't symbolic fluff. This is a divine transaction. It's happening in the unseen realm, but it's about to become visible. The letter is on the way. Angels are in motion, and you keep skipping it. How long will you brush past what your soul has been weeping for? How long will you pretend this doesn't concern you? You've been asking me for signs. This is it. You've been praying for confirmation. This is it. Comment 1111 if you believe what I am telling you. I see you struggling to believe. I see the doubt crouching in your thoughts. But I also see your tired prayers at 3 a.m. I see you replaying your regrets, thinking you've missed your moment. I'm telling you now, you haven't missed it. It's on the way. The delay was not denial, it was preparation. Every tear you've cried has watered the ground where your inheritance will grow. But if you keep skipping it, you'll walk past the harvest without even knowing it's yours. Don't let your weariness blind you now. Don't let fear mute the sound of my voice calling you. I need you to understand something. The reason this inheritance is so enormous is not because you earned it. It's because I chose you. Before you were born, I appointed you. While others were chasing fame, I was shaping you in fire, preparing you to carry something holy. You were never forgotten. You were hidden. And now the unveiling is near. But your heart must be open to receive. You cannot keep ignoring my knock and still expect the door to open. I am not trying to scare you. I am crying out to wake you up. This is not a joke. You were made for more than survival. You were made to rule and reign in my name. But you've lived like a beggar, not knowing the treasure stored in you. There are generations tied to your obedience. There are nations linked to your yes. You think it's just about your life, your struggles, your breakthrough. But it's so much bigger than that. I'm crying because when you skip this, You don't just miss your blessing, you interrupt the divine chain of miracles I set in motion through you. This is why it matters. This is why I keep calling you back. That letter is not a fairy tale. It is divine instruction, spiritual confirmation, and physical manifestation wrapped in one. It's arriving as relationships, as favor, as open doors, as healing in places you thought were dead. And it's arriving soon, but it requires your attention, your alignment, your faith. Heaven cannot force you to believe. That is your choice. But as your Father, I am pleading. As your God, I am weeping. Will you open your eyes? Will you open your hands? Or will you scroll again, only to cry out later, "Why did I miss it?" My child, you were not created to live, confused, broke in spirit, and crawling through life. You were made to walk in power, wrapped in grace, clothed in purpose. You were called to stand with fire in your bones and peace in your heart. But the enemy has lied to you. He told you you're too late, too broken, too far gone. He made you believe the letter was never coming, that the inheritance was meant for someone else. But he is a liar. I already signed the decree. The blessing is in motion. Do not skip this again. Comment 222 if you trust that I'm speaking directly to your heart right now. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear any time from the internet. So click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. You've cried for miracles. You've begged me to show up. But when I do, you dismiss it, you doubt it, you delay it. You think it's just emotion. It's not. It's me. I am stirring your spirit because it's time. The inheritance isn't just about what you receive, it's about who you become. And I am not calling you to small things. I am calling you to carry heaven in your soul and unleash glory where you stand. But that only happens if you stop skipping what I'm sending. You think I don't see how tired you are. You think I don't know how long you've been fighting battles no one else sees. I've watched every lonely night, heard every silent prayer, felt every heartbreak. And I've been holding this letter, this blessing, this inheritance in my hand, waiting for you to look up and reach out. But your mind's been cluttered, you've been distracted. The world taught you to numb the ache, to ignore the holy, to laugh off the supernatural. And all the while, your name has been written on this miracle, waiting to be claimed. But I need your heart, not just your eyes. Comment 333 to declare your faith that this is your time. The inheritance is a return to who you really are. You've forgotten. Life made you forget. The lies, the trauma, the broken dreams, they clouded your vision. But I still see you as I created you. Not as what the world calls you, not as what your past tries to define. You are my child. You are royal. You are chosen. And this 55 million inheritance, this overwhelming outpouring, is not just to bless you, it's to restore you. It's to prove to the enemy that he lost the moment you said my name. Every time you skip my voice, you delay your healing. Every time you turn away from the pull in your spirit, you slow the river that's trying to reach you. This is not punishment. This is my mercy crying out again. Because what's coming is too heavy for half-hearted faith. I need you to believe again, not just in my blessings, but in my presence. I have been with you in every fire, and I'm not leaving now. But I need you to stop treating my voice like noise and start treating it like oxygen. This isn't about fear, this is about awakening. The enemy has tried to desensitize you. He wants you to treat everything as just another video, just another scroll, just another maybe later. But this is the moment. This is the call. If you miss this, you risk living your whole life within reach of a breakthrough you never grab. But if you stay, if you listen, if you receive, you will see what I've been preparing behind the scenes. You will walk into rooms no one thought you belonged in. You will carry an authority that doesn't come from titles, but from fire refined in pain. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far behind. I, the Lord your God, restore the years the locusts have eaten. I redeem time. I repair what seems dead. I resurrect what you buried, and I don't need permission from your past to bless your future. All I need is your surrender. All I need is your yes. If you only knew what I have in store, you'd never scroll away again. You'd fall on your knees in tears, overwhelmed by the love that refuses to let you miss what is rightfully yours. The inheritance isn't just something coming, it's something already moving. You'll feel it in your conversations, in your dreams, in the way strangers bless you, in the doors that open without you even knocking. But you must recognize it. You must expect it. Because I cannot give to closed hands. I will never force my love on you. But I will keep calling until your soul wakes up and says, God, I'm ready. That moment right there is when the letter falls into your lap and everything shifts. Comment 555 if your spirit is receiving this right now. I didn't create you for crumbs. I didn't design you to barely make it. I formed you with glory in mind, with purpose in every breath. But the world trained you to settle. They told you dreams are childish, that hope is weakness, that faith is unrealistic. And so you stopped expecting me to move. But I haven't changed. I am the same God who split the sea, who shut the lions' mouths, who raised the dead. And I'm telling you now, I'm still in the business of miracles. Yours is next. This is not about luck. This is about covenant. I made a promise to you, and I do not break my word. You've outlived things meant to destroy you. You've survived attacks you didn't even know were happening. That's not coincidence. That's protection. That's proof you're covered. The inheritance is not a surprise, it's a fulfillment, a completion of every prayer, every seed, every act of faith, and it's closer than you think. I know it's hard to believe after so much disappointment. I know you're afraid to hope again, but don't let your scars rob you of what your soul still longs for. The letter is still coming. Even if you've doubted, even if you've fallen, my mercy is greater. My love is louder. I don't need perfect people. I need surrendered ones. I need those who will stop skipping, stop running, and start receiving. You keep wondering why the enemy fights you so hard, why every time you get close to something good, something tries to take it. It's not random. It's because of what you carry. If you ever truly stepped into who you were created to be, hell would lose ground. You are a threat, not because of your strength, but because of mine within you. I've placed a divine inheritance in your hands, and every delay, every attack, every heartbreak was sent to make you drop it. But look, you're still here. That alone is proof that heaven has not forgotten you. Comment 777 if you believe I'm still fighting for you. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. That letter, this inheritance, it's not for someday far off. It's for now. It's for this season. And it's not limited to finances or things that fade. It includes peace that calms storms, wisdom that confounds the wise, doors that no man can shut, protection in the fire, healing that confuses doctors, and relationships that restore what was broken. It's favor wrapped in obedience. And you are standing on the edge of it. You're so close that even now, your spirit feels it pressing in. The battle has been fierce because the blessing is enormous. The enemy would love for you to keep treating this like just another passing thing. He wants your heart numb, your faith silenced, your hands empty. But I want you to stand again. Even with shaking knees, even through tears, stand. Because as soon as you choose to believe again, you shift the atmosphere around you. You pull heaven into your situation. You invite angels to move. And things start breaking, moving, changing. Not because of your power, but because you finally stopped skipping what was always yours. Don't you see it? The inheritance has always been part of your story. That's why you've always felt different. That's why you never fit in with the crowd. That's why you've carried battles others didn't. It's not because you're cursed, it's because you're marked. And marked people carry weight. Marked people walk through fire. But marked people also rise with power that cannot be faked. You were marked to carry miracles. You were chosen to release heaven on earth. And you were trusted with a legacy that only you could carry. I don't need your perfection, I need your surrender. Stop disqualifying yourself based on your past. I already knew every mistake you'd make, and I still chose you. That's the power of grace. That's the depth of my love. And if you'll stop skipping, if you'll finally open the door when I knock, you'll see just how far my mercy will go to bring you into fullness. You've waited long enough. It's time. Comment 999 if you know this is your turning point. The inheritance is not just about receiving, it's about becoming. Becoming the healed one, becoming the joyful one, becoming the one who walks boldly instead of shrinking in shame. This is about transformation. I'm not calling you to chase blessings. I'm calling you to carry my presence. And where my presence is, lack cannot remain. Where I dwell, peace takes over. When I show up, everything bows. Fear, sickness, anxiety, shame. So don't seek the inheritance only for gain. Seek it because it brings you closer to me. This is why the crying matters. This is why the urgency. Because some of you are at a crossroads and you don't even see it. You're one decision away, one step of faith away. And I'm shouting from heaven, don't miss this. Don't let distraction rob you again. Don't let disappointment speak louder than destiny. I'm still here. And I'm still offering you what's been yours all along. But the door only opens to faith. I will remind you again, this isn't about worthiness, it's about my will. I willed this inheritance into existence for you before time began, not because you were perfect, but because you were mine. Because I saw the fire you'd walk through and knew the crown waiting on the other side. Because I saw the people connected to your breakthrough and I refused to let them be left behind. That's how much I love you. That's how deeply I believe in what I put inside you. You've been walking around with the ache of unanswered prayers, thinking maybe I forgot. I didn't. I was storing up the rain for the perfect time, and now the clouds are breaking, now the heavens are opening. The letter, this shocking, heaven-sent declaration, is arriving in ways you least expect, in a whisper, in a stranger's kindness, in a long-awaited yes, in the healing of something you thought would always be broken. But if your eyes aren't open, you won't see it. If your spirit isn't listening, you won't receive it. And that's why I'm still crying. Comment 1010 if you know your blessing is closer than ever. This isn't hype. This isn't emotion. This is holy ground. You've entered a moment drenched in divine urgency. Every battle you've faced lately has been the enemy's last attempt to distract you from this inheritance. He wanted to make you bitter. He wanted you to stop believing. But my spirit didn't let go. Even when your faith flickered, I held your name in my hand. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. And you are not late. You are right on time to receive what's been waiting for you. Do you remember the moments you almost gave up? The nights you wept in silence? The mornings you didn't want to get up? I was there. And I didn't just comfort you, I was fighting for you. Holding back the things meant to destroy you. Lining up the right people. Lining up the healing. Lining up the breakthrough. You thought nothing was happening, but the foundations were being built under your feet. And now the structure is ready. The inheritance is here, but your heart must choose to step into it. It won't look the way you expect. It never does. Sometimes the inheritance shows up in a closed door that saved your life. Sometimes it comes wrapped in uncomfortable obedience. Sometimes it looks like leaving something behind so you can receive what's better. Will you still trust me if it doesn't come how you imagined? Will you still believe it's me if the miracle is hidden inside a process? Because I promise you what's coming is good, very good, but it's wrapped in layers of faith. You've got to stop asking everyone else what I already told you. You don't need their validation. You don't need confirmation from people who don't even hear me. I've already spoken. I've already chosen you. You've already been approved in the court of heaven. The inheritance was not man-given, so it cannot be man-blocked. What I have prepared for you, no one can cancel, but you can miss it if you don't believe it's yours. Comment 1515 if you're receiving this for yourself. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. I see the way you've minimized your worth. You've let other people's rejection convince you that maybe you were asking for too much, but I placed those desires in your heart. That longing for more, that's not pride. That's purpose calling. That's me showing you that you were made for greater things. Not in the eyes of the world, but in the authority of heaven. You were not born to blend in. You were born to walk in miracles. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and I am your God. And just like I fulfilled my promise to them, I will fulfill it to you. I didn't bring you this far to leave you here. I didn't protect you through hell just to abandon you now. The inheritance is proof that I finish what I start, that I never forget the faithful, that I reward the ones who keep walking even when everything inside them wants to quit. Some of you are still doubting, still asking, is this really for me? Yes, it's for you. It's been for you all along. Your name is on the blessing. Your story is written in my plan. Your fingerprints are on every promise I've crafted. And nothing, not your mistakes, not your weakness, not your doubts can undo that. You can delay it, but you can't destroy it. And right now, I'm calling you out of delay and into destiny. You can feel it, even if you can't explain it. That strange pull, that stirring that won't leave you alone, that's not anxiety, that's my spirit awakening your soul. The pain didn't break you. It prepared you. The waiting didn't mean I forgot. It meant I was building something greater than what you prayed for. But every time you skip these moments with me, you risk stepping over the very thing your heart's been aching for. I'm not whispering anymore. I'm crying loudly because this matters more than you know. Comment 1717 if you know God is speaking directly to you right now. You keep asking me for confirmation, and I keep answering. I speak through people, through moments, through signs, through the silence itself. But too often, you brush it aside like it's coincidence. You shrug off the miracle you asked me to send, and then you ask again, God, are you still with me? Yes, I am. I never left. Even when you stopped listening, even when you let the noise of this world drown out my voice, even then I stayed, and now I'm trying once more to get your heart back in position. The letter is real. The inheritance is real. The weight of glory I've placed over your life is not some vague spiritual phrase. It's a tangible, powerful shift that's coming to your world. For some, it'll be the job that opens doors you never knew existed. For others, it'll be the healing in your body that doctors had no answer for. For some, it's the restoration of a family you thought would never be whole again. And for many, it will be the fire in your spirit being reignited so fiercely that you'll begin to move in authority you didn't know you had. But you cannot walk into any of this casually. The enemy has studied your patterns. He knows how to distract you. He knows how to tempt you to scroll past, to treat holy moments like background noise. But I'm breaking through all of that right now. I'm shaking your routine, because I don't want you to just be inspired. I want you transformed. The inheritance is not just about what you get. It's about who you become through it. You keep thinking you're not ready, that you're not holy enough, not mature enough, not together enough. But I never asked you to be any of those things. I asked you to be willing. I asked you to trust me, because I already covered the rest. I already handled the cost. The cross took care of your unworthiness. The blood already paid for what you think disqualifies you. And I'm not sending this inheritance because of how well you've performed. I'm sending it because you're my child. Comment 1212 if you know you're done running and ready to receive. Do you understand how valuable you are? Do you really? I know life has told you otherwise. I know people have walked away and left you feeling forgotten. I know you've been treated like an afterthought. But I need you to hear me. You are not forgotten. You are not discarded. You are not invisible. You are my masterpiece. And even if every door around you shut, I have the power to open one you didn't even know existed. That's what this inheritance is. It's me flipping the script on everything you thought was over. It's me breathing on the places in your life that were dry and dead. It's me walking you out of survival and into overflow. But the only way to walk into it is to believe I meant what I said. You have to stop doubting, my love. You have to stop questioning whether I see you. You have to trust that if I've brought you this far, I'm not about to leave you now. There is a breakthrough carrying your name that's already moving. You think it's distant, but it's near. You think it's for others, but it's been tailored for you. This 55 million inheritance, it's not a random number. It's the weight of blessing, the magnitude of what I've been preparing, the measure of restoration you're about to walk into. And the enemy is furious because he knows once you truly believe it, he can't stop it. But until then, he can still distract you, still make you doubt, still make you skip the moment meant to change your life. Comment Amen if you refuse to let the enemy steal this from you. Your life has felt like delay after delay. You've been stuck in waiting rooms while others pass you by. You've been faithful but frustrated. You've been praying but growing weary. And I've seen it all. Every moment of silent disappointment, every time you swallowed your grief just to keep going, but none of it has been wasted. I've used every delay to build endurance in you, every setback to train your spirit. You weren't being punished, you were being prepared. And now the time has come. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may not see it yet, but the winds are already shifting. The soil you thought was barren is about to bear fruit. The letter is already in delivery. I've released angels to carry out what was written in the heavens long before you ever knew to ask for it. Some of you will see the fruit of your waiting within days. Some will hear my voice clearer than ever. Some will feel the presence of the Holy Spirit invade your home. It's coming. It's moving. And nothing, not doubt, not fear, not your past, can stop what I've ordained. But your heart must be open, your hands must be ready, because I'm not sending this inheritance to decorate your life. I'm sending it to change everything. The people you bless with it, the generations you heal through it, the chains you break because of it. This isn't about you living in comfort, it's about you living in calling. That's why it's been so heavy. That's why the enemy tried to convince you you'd never see it. He knows once you receive this, you'll never be the same again. Comment 222 if you're done settling and ready to walk into destiny. I'm not angry with you for doubting. I'm not disappointed in your questions. I know life has made it hard to trust. I know the people you thought would protect you have let you down, but I'm not them. I'm not the one who abandoned you. I'm not the one who betrayed you. I'm the one who stayed. The one who protected you when you didn't even know you were in danger. The one who whispered to you in the dark when you couldn't sleep. The one who still believes in you when you've stopped believing in yourself. And I truly know how tired you are. Tired of being strong. Tired of pretending you're okay. Tired of waiting for something to change. That's why I'm speaking this so clearly. Because I want you to know it's not always going to be this way. The struggle is not your identity. The valley is not your home. I'm calling you out of it, not into chaos, but into calling, into purpose, into joy, into the inheritance I died to give you. This letter, it's not just filled with blessings, it's filled with identity. It's a reminder of who you really are. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not too broken. You are mine. And if you'll receive what I'm placing before you, you'll walk in a peace the world can't touch, in favor that doesn't make sense, in strength that outlasts the storm. This is not a fantasy. This is fulfillment. You've walked through pain that tried to bury you. You've faced loss that shook the ground beneath you. And still you're standing. That's not by your own strength, it's because I kept you. I surrounded you when you didn't know what was holding you up. And now, the weight of that waiting is turning into a wave of my favor. Doors that were shut are about to open. Chains that held you are about to fall. But you cannot walk casually into this. You must come with faith, with expectation, with readiness, because what's on the other side will require your full heart. Comment 333 to declare your faith and readiness to receive it. I'm not just giving you a blessing, I'm changing your life. This inheritance is layered. Some of it will come in healing emotionally, mentally, even physically. Some of it will come in restoration of things you lost and thought were gone forever. Some of it will come through people I've sent to walk with you. And some of it will come in silent miracles, answers showing up before you even ask. But through it all, I need you to remember, this is me. Not coincidence, not luck, not chance. Me, your Father. I've been watching the weight you carry, the pressure to stay strong when your heart was breaking, the quiet suffering behind your smile. I saw it all, and I wept with you. Not because I was powerless, but because I knew the day would come when your mourning would be turned to dancing. And now, that day is here. The inheritance is arriving not just to change your situation, but to reveal my love in a way you've never experienced. You'll know it's me because it will feel like peace in chaos, strength in weakness, light in the darkest place. You've been asking me for confirmation. God, if this is really for me, show me. Here it is, this moment, these words, this presence you feel right now that is the confirmation. I am not a God of confusion. I speak clearly to those who are listening, and I'm speaking to you now. Do not skip this. Don't wait for another sign. Don't tell yourself this is for someone else. You've waited long enough. This is for you. Comment 777 if you know your spirit was meant to hear this now. You've asked, but why would you bless someone like me? And I say, because I see who you are, beyond the wounds. I see the child I created. I see the warrior you've become. I see the faith that wouldn't die, even when everything around you did. That's why I've chosen to bless you. Not because you earned it, but because you endured. Because you stayed when it would have been easier to quit. Because you whispered, I still believe, when no one else knew you were holding on by a thread. The inheritance isn't just wealth, it's wisdom, it's strength, it's open doors, it's divine connections, it's new beginnings, it's laughter returning to your home, it's the breaking of generational curses, it's the lifting of burdens that were never yours to carry. It's a release of everything heaven has stored for the one who would not let go. And you, yes, you are that one. You made it. You endured the wilderness. Now walk boldly into the promise. Do you know why? Everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual. A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. I know your heart is still a little cautious. You've been disappointed before. You've believed and been let down. But I want you to know, I'm not the one who failed you. I never left you. And this time will be different because this time is mine. I'm not asking you to figure it all out. I'm asking you to trust me as I lead you step by step. Your only job now is to stop skipping what I'm trying to deliver. Watch, listen, receive. I'll take care of the rest. This inheritance is not just about blessing your life. It's about shifting the legacy that comes through you. What I place in your hands will overflow. It will bless your children, your family, your community. It will shift the spiritual atmosphere wherever you go. People will look at your life and know it had to be me. They'll see your transformation and ask, "What changed?" And you'll say, "God met me when I almost gave up. He didn't just give me a miracle, He gave me Himself. You thought I was done because things didn't happen when you expected. You thought the door was closed because it didn't open on your schedule. But my timing is perfect. I was preparing things you couldn't see, and more importantly, I was preparing you. I had to grow your faith, strengthen your character, and pull your heart closer to mine. Because the weight of this inheritance would have crushed the old version of you. But now, you're stronger, wiser, still standing, still chosen. You've carried shame long enough. The enemy has whispered lies into your mind, trying to convince you that what I promised couldn't possibly apply to someone with your history, your pain, your mistakes. But I want you to hear me clearly. I do not change my promises based on your failures. I base them on my faithfulness, and I am always faithful, always present, always reaching, always restoring. This inheritance is still yours, and nothing you've done has disqualified you from it. Comment Amen if you receive that truth into your spirit. You've looked around and wondered why others seem to walk in favor while you're still fighting just to keep your head above water. But you don't know the weight of what's coming to you. You don't know the size of the table I've been building in the presence of your enemies. You don't know the celebration I've planned for the ashes you've walked through. I don't do small things for those who've endured great suffering. I don't release light favor on those who've been through heavy warfare. What's coming is big because what you've carried was heavy. This inheritance will feel like relief first, like the weight finally lifting, like the tears you cried in silence now watering a harvest you never saw coming. And then it will feel like fire, like purpose awakening, like strength you forgot you had rising up again. You will look in the mirror and barely recognize the person staring back at you, not because you've become someone else, but because you've finally become who I created you to be before the world tried to tear it away. You were never average, you were never forgotten, you were never unloved. I created you with precision and intention. The calling over your life is not something I spoke lightly. I meant it when I said you were chosen. I meant it when I said you were set apart. And I meant it when I said I had plans to prosper you, not to harm you, to give you a future and a hope. My word does not return void. Every promise I spoke over you is still alive. Comment 1111. If you believe the promise is still alive for you, you're wondering how it will happen. You're trying to do the math in your head, calculate how things could possibly turn around, how restoration could possibly find you after everything that's been lost. But I need you to stop trying to figure it out in your logic and start trusting me with your heart. You don't need the full plan to move forward. You just need to believe I'm the one who wrote it. I've already aligned the details. I've already sent the right people. I've already gone ahead of you to make the crooked path straight. This is why I keep calling you back, why I've been relentless in trying to get your attention. You keep thinking I'm disappointed in you, but I'm not. I'm determined for you. I've fought for your heart every time life tried to harden it. I've pulled you out of places you didn't even know were dangerous. I've blocked relationships that would have drained you dry. And now I'm calling you into something deeper, something higher, something holy. The inheritance isn't just about what you'll receive. It's about what you'll release. Through you, I will bring healing to others. Through your story, I will show others that grace doesn't run out. Through your breakthrough, others will find the courage to believe again. That's why the battle was so intense. The enemy wasn't just after your peace, he was after your voice, your influence, your testimony. But he failed, because you're still here, and that means you've already won more than you realize. I'm not asking for perfection, I'm asking for surrender. Will you trust me? Will you walk by faith even when you don't feel strong? Will you receive what I've been holding for you all this time? This inheritance isn't about earning, it's about accepting. The gates are open. The angels are moving. The letter is already in motion. Your job is not to strive, it's to believe, to step into the blessing with open hands and a willing heart. There is no limit to what I can do in your life. Healing, I can do it. Restoration, I've already begun. Finances, I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. Joy, I give it in full measure. Peace, I am the prince of it. Hope, I am the resurrection and the life. There is nothing too hard for me, nothing too lost, nothing too broken, nothing beyond my reach. And you, my child, are firmly in my hands. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy, at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've come too far to give up now. Too many prayers have been prayed. Too many seeds have been sown. Too many tears have been cried. It's time for the harvest. It's time for the inheritance. It's time for everything I've promised to finally fall into your lap. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to force it. It will come to you because it's yours. All I ask is that you stop skipping what I'm trying to place in front of you. Lean in. Stay close. Keep listening. The best is not behind you. It's just ahead. I know how tired you are. You've carried more than most people know. You've smiled through storms, stood silently while others misunderstood your journey, and you've quietly wrestled with doubt in your own mind. You've wondered if the promise passed you by. You've questioned if it was ever real to begin with. But I've been here the whole time, watching, waiting, loving you. I never took my eyes off you. And even now I am standing beside you, holding the very thing you keep praying for. What you're stepping into is not random. This is the result of prayers you forgot you prayed. This is the answer to nights you cried and thought no one heard. I heard every word. I counted every tear. I stored every plea in my hands. And now I am turning all of it into glory. This isn't a coincidence. This is a divine setup. The inheritance is being delivered because the time has come, not because everything is perfect, but because I declared it would happen. And when I speak, things move. Comment 555 if you feel this moment is speaking directly to your spirit. Let me remind you what this inheritance really means. It's not just about resources, though I will provide. It's not just about healing, though I will restore. It's not just about open doors, though I will unlock them. This inheritance is about identity. It's about me giving you back what the world tried to take. Your joy, your peace, your voice, your purpose, your fire. I am restoring all of it, and not in pieces, in full. You were not made to live in survival mode. You were made to thrive in my presence. But you've been under attack for so long, you've forgotten what peace feels like. You've been carrying so many responsibilities that you've forgotten what it feels like to rest. But I am not just the God who gives, I am the God who carries. Let me carry this with you. Let me shoulder the burden. Let me show you what it feels like to walk in grace that flows freely and doesn't run dry. This next season will require your faith, not your strength. I'm not asking you to figure everything out. I'm asking you to believe. Just believe that I meant what I said. Believe that I am not a liar. Believe that if I started a work in you, I will finish it. Believe that you are not forgotten, and this inheritance is not for someone more deserving, it's for you, because I wrote your name on it before you were born. Comment 999 if you believe that God never forgets what He promised. The enemy has tried everything to stop this moment. He's thrown confusion at you. He's tried to distract you. He's stirred up anxiety, depression, even temptation, just to get your heart numb again. Because he knows that once you receive what's coming, you won't be the same. Once you walk in this inheritance, the atmosphere around you will shift. You'll become a threat to the darkness. And that's why he's terrified. Because you're waking up, you're listening, and you're about to say yes to the very thing he's tried to keep you from all your life. This inheritance is going to surprise you. It won't come the way you expect. Some of you will receive a sudden phone call that changes your direction. Others will find peace returning in the very places where there's only been chaos. Some of you will be reconnected to people you thought were lost forever, and others will step into opportunities that you never saw coming. But no matter how it looks, know this: it's me. It's me keeping my promise. You've waited. You've obeyed when it was hard. You've worshipped with tears running down your face. And you've kept going when no one clapped for you, when no one saw the weight you carried. Heaven saw it all. I saw it all. And now I am honoring your endurance. I am multiplying what you sowed. I am lifting you out of the place where you almost settled. You thought you'd have to live in survival forever, but I'm calling you into overflow. I don't just want to bless you, I want to walk with you. I want to go with you into the next season. I want you to hear my voice when you wake up. I want you to feel my peace when things don't make sense. I want to speak into your decisions, into your relationships, into your plans. I want to be the center of it all, not just the one you run to when things fall apart. That's part of the inheritance too, intimacy with me that fills every part of your life. You don't need to beg me to move. I already am. You don't need to convince me to bless you. I already decided to. What I need is your heart. What I need is your yes. Because the inheritance is more than a gift. It's a mantle. And with it comes a responsibility to lead, to love, to walk in grace, to forgive when it's hard, to speak life when you're surrounded by death. But I won't ask you to carry it alone. I will walk with you every step of the way. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down any time. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it's gone forever. This inheritance is not just a gift, it's a declaration of who you are. I am not handing you something random. I am returning to you what was always meant to be yours. You've been walking through life feeling like you have to fight for every bit of peace, every glimpse of hope, every moment of clarity. But now, I am fighting for you. I have always been fighting for you. And what I've been preparing, this 55 million worth of blessing, breakthrough, and healing is on its way, and it cannot be stopped. You've walked through fire. You've been through storms that tried to break you, and if it were up to the enemy, you wouldn't even be reading this. But you are, because I carried you through when you couldn't walk. Because I covered you when you didn't even know what was coming against you. Because I've been guarding this inheritance for you until your heart was ready to receive it fully. Now is that time, not next year, not someday, now. Comment Amen if you're choosing to believe that now is your time. This is bigger than just a moment of encouragement. This is the turning point of your life. You've waited for so long, and the waiting has been painful. You've had moments when you've been sure the breakthrough was near, only to watch things fall apart. But let me tell you this, what felt like delay was actually alignment. I wasn't denying you, I was arranging things. I was lining up the right people, the right timing, the right situation, so when this inheritance shows up, it fits perfectly into the life I've been rebuilding for you. Yes, rebuilding, because whether you realize it or not, there were parts of your life that had to be torn down not to destroy you, but to heal you. Some things were never meant to stay. Some people were never meant to walk with you forever. Some situations had to break because they were blocking what I was trying to give. And I know it hurt. I know it felt unfair. But I need you to understand. My hands were in it, not to harm you, but to rescue you. The inheritance comes with clarity, with healing, with restoration. You'll begin to see why the pain had purpose. You'll begin to understand why the delay was protection. And you'll feel peace return where there used to be only confusion. This is what I meant when I said I make all things new. I wasn't exaggerating. I wasn't just speaking over someone else. I was speaking to you, and now the words are taking form. Now the promise is becoming flesh in your life. Comment 1717 if you're walking away from fear and into faith. You've been walking in circles, trying to make sense of everything. You've been overthinking, analyzing, waiting for a sign to finally confirm what your spirit already knows. Here is your sign. This is your confirmation. I'm telling you now loud and clear that what you've been praying for is coming, but you have to stop letting your doubt speak louder than my voice. You have to stop letting your past define your future. The things that happened to you were real, but so is the inheritance that's coming. And no, it won't look the same for everyone. Some of you will receive financial breakthrough. Others will finally walk in the healing you've cried out for. Some will feel peace return to your home, your marriage, your mind. Some will see open doors where there were only walls. But all of you, every single one who receives this with faith, will be changed. Because this inheritance is not about just one area of your life. It's about the transformation of your entire being, from the inside out. You've asked, God, why now? And I answer you this, because you're ready. You didn't feel ready, but I see what you cannot. I see the maturity in your heart. I see the depth in your spirit. I see that you're finally in a place where the blessing won't become a burden. You've been purified through pain. You've been strengthened in silence. And now I can trust you with more. Not because you're perfect, but because you stayed. Because you didn't quit. Because you kept coming back, even when it hurt. There's still time, even if you've skipped my voice before. Even if you've ignored these moments, even if you've been too hurt to believe, I'm still here, still speaking, still offering, still crying out for you to receive what's yours. Because I am the God of second chances and third and fourth. I do not give up on my children, and I will not give up on you. This is the time to open your heart again, to believe again, to hope again. Yes, you've been disappointed, but I am not disappointment, I am fulfillment. Yes, you've been hurt, But I am not hurt, I am healing. Yes, you've been afraid. But I am not fear, I am peace. I am everything you need, and I am bringing you into a season where you will no longer have to chase blessings, they will begin to find you, because you're aligned, because you're awake, because you're saying, yes, this letter isn't coming in the mail. It's arriving through moments like this, through the way your heart is burning right now, through the people I'm about to send into your life, through the conversations that will begin to confirm what I've already spoken, through divine timing you can't explain. And when it happens, you'll know. You'll remember this moment and say, God told me. He prepared me for this. You're not just receiving for yourself, you're unlocking something for others too. The decisions you make from this moment forward, the faith you step into, the obedience you walk in, will affect those around you. Children, friends, family, strangers. They will see the light in you and be drawn to it. That's how powerful this is. That's why I've been crying for you to stop skipping this, because this isn't only about your life, it's about legacy. Is it really possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial struggle into overnight wealth? This leaked, CIA-backed study uncovers a 7-second money ritual that's changing lives right now. Endorsed by 4 neuroscience labs, it reprograms your brain to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now living their dream lives, luxury homes, new vehicles, exotic travel. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted.